Thank God that we don't have to, as viewers, be subject to any more of this foolishness.
Gina never even had a foot in the marriage. Based on her words, she said she didn't have an ounce of attraction to Clint. And that's not what we were told for the last, what, 20 weeks.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 16, episode number 21.
But before we get into it, please like, share, subscribe. Click that notification button so you know when we upload new content, and we thank you and we appreciate you for your support. Please send your comments on what you have to say about Clint and Gina and McKinley. There was nothing going on between Clint and Gina. We suspected that, but now we know it was all a fugazi. In fact, most of these couples, there was fugazi going on with them. So let's unpack this. She comes
No,
to
let's
the
pack it up. Let's
well,
pack their asses up and ship them on to another friend.
well, she comes through the door with the superstar of the show, Hank, and Hank goes immediately to Clint, and they play, and you could
Very
see
telling.
the dog and Clint have a
They
connection.
boys. They boys.
It's the tightest connection on the entire show based on the couples. They won because they had whole lot more love and affection. That says a lot.
Don't it though?
She was saying that she learned a lot about herself in this relationship. She did no heavy lifting. The only thing heavy that she lifted was getting up and down in her seat. She then claims that she is wifey material. She's ready to be married.
Based on what she did
Yeah,
and over the course of this 2 month
right.
process.
And a friend of hers, what's her friend's name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth calls to check in. And, she said had zero attraction for Clint. Clint was a class clown, and she wasn't having any of it.
No, no
So,
attraction and not an ounce worth of
so
attraction.
everything from that was fugazi.
Yeah, but
So
right before decision day, I think an episode or two, she's like, "Oh, there's a possibility that we can make this
yeah,
marriage."
she had a lot to say about nothing, and she knew it was nothing. And it takes a type of person to stand before camera and just actively lie. Producers know they're lying. They claim it's a reality show, but they present a lie. If you listen to them on the after party, they reveal a whole lot more than they do on the show.
Let me say this about Clint. Clint should stop the nonsense regarding covering for her too. He really should. He should have called her out, like we know that he has the ability to do sooner in terms of covering for her, prior to this process. I mean, he just got blindsided a few episodes ago about, this revelation that she made to Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal, right?
So everything Gina said presented to the viewers was some bull crappy. And she knew it, Clint knew it, the show knew it, the experts knew it.
She conned herself as to this ridiculous notion that she is ready to be married.
I mean, people
Right.
can fool themselves all
Right.
day long,
Exactly. You could
but
say
when the
anything.
rubber meets the road,
Exactly.
marriage is a whole different situation altogether. And we see Gina do no heavy lifting. She was not for right. She was not honest. She was not truthful. She was condescending. She had a spirit of entitlement, and she was selfish. So that's not what a healthy marriage looks like. So if she said she's ready, okay, girl, you're ready, but ready to do what?
Act like a wife.
You gotta come correct if you want to get married, because it's gonna reveal a whole lot about you.
Preach.
Because that's what marriage is. It's gonna reveal your weaknesses. It's gonna reveal your strengths, and half of the
And
stuff
the issues
that's
between you.
gonna come up ain't gonna be about the person. It's gonna be about you.
Yeah,
So marriage is like being sifted and refined. There's a lot of stuff that's joyful about it, but there are some challenges that you have to face. And when I say you, that's exactly what I mean, because you got to have some hard conversations with you.
Well, apparently she doesn't realize that even, as a result of being in this process where she played a wife for a little bit, it is unbelievable that from my end that they were content to pass, pass this narrative along to us, the viewers, and think that we would buy into it.
If the producers and the experts know that this is what someone is bringing forward and it's not authentic, they should be able to challenge what they're saying. To
Call
me,
them out on it,
that is good TV.
call them out on it, and hold them accountable for what it is
Exactly.
that they called them out on, and
And it
say, "Hey,
seems
look, you don't need to you don't need to be here if you're not about the process and genuinely interested and invested in the process to see whether or not this can really work, then CYA. If anything less, you're gonna be wasting not only your time, your spouse's time, our time, the viewers.
people are not don't want to be accountable for their foolishness, and they don't want to be authentic, and so they act fake, they act faux, they never bring their authentic self to the table because they believe that it's not required, and it's not useful, and it's not valuable. And my take on it is that you can bring your authentic you because it is valuable. That's what people want to see. Now, mind you, it must be difficult having cameras in your face and having
Absolutely,
to
absolutely.
reveal who you are. Don't
A
sugarcoat who you are
little bit of money and
for
notoriety,
some money
fame.
and some fame. It's not worth it. Gina and
Clint.
Clint, they met up with the other couples to reveal what happened. And they told the rest of the group they decided on a divorce. It was good for both of them. They both agreed to it. Then we hear Nicole trying to set Gina up with a date with McKinley and openly discussing them dating while Clint is sitting at the table.
I don't know
And
why.
there are so many things wrong with that.
I don't know why. Not only Gina, but Clint. Neither of them took the opportunity to basically tell Nicole, mind your damn business.
If you think about it from all different angles, it confirmed Gina's lackluster efforts to actually be in a marriage with Clint. And for all the women out there, McKinley is telling us that Gina is it.
Had a chance to be
You didn't care enough
continued, right?
about the person you spent 2 months with to openly discuss relationship and possibly dating somebody else.
No
I just thought that it was unnecessary for Nicole to bring that up, and she was so callous in the way she brought it up, and with Clint sitting right there and have no
concern for.
consideration for his feelings and how he would feel as a man sitting there who was in a relationship with a woman
I
for
wonder
two
what.
months.
I wonder what would have been her reaction.
If it hadn't to her,
Exactly
oh
one.
my God.
Exactly. She needs to know her place about what is appropriate and what is not appropriate to do.
And even Eris on the after party told her that Clint would feel a kind of way when she did that. But in any event, we see Gina and McKinley meeting for their first date, and Gina mentions that when they were on the bus, she thought he was interesting.
That's all I want to know.
Because this seems a little scuzzy to me. I
New
have
school. What'd you say?
That was scuzzy.
I hear.
That was that was
I ain't heard that since
that
high school.
that was a little scuzzy to me.
What?
I mean, I'm gonna bring that word back,
Back out.
scuzzy. And God only knows what happened between both of them when the cameras were not rolling. They have been deceitful, and deceitful people, that's what they do. It's not a one-time situation. That's
Not a
how
one
they
off.
roll.
Not a one off.
It's not a one-off. I wish them all well. If there's a rottenness to the beginning of any relationship, the rottenness during and at the end of the relationship as
A
well.
little bit of an old adage that I heard from one of my relatives that said, "Hard to end up right when you didn't start off right."
And that's All we're gonna say about that.